Hi. You guys, am I out of focus? I am, aren't I? Let me do this. Let me see if I can test it. Come on, focus on face. Oh, man. So rude. Sorry. I know. I probably should check that out first. I'm so sorry. Let me try again. Come on, focus on my hand, little camera. I'll be your best friend. Oh, how about this? I know. Maybe I can. Oh, did it work? All right. I'll try by. I'm so sorry. I'm out of focus, you guys. I'll fix it. Hold on. Let me just get us an angel card first while you guys are signing on. Happy Monday. Welcome to June. I cannot. I'm gonna rub all the gold off these cards. Not that you can see it because I'm out of focus. Let's see. You ready? Should I pick a card? And then we'll see if I can get the damn camera into focus. Damn you, camera. Hi, guys. As you come in, say hi so I can say hello to you and wish you a happy June. Today, as I pull an angel card, we are going to be talking about, can you actually make a good living if you have a very lackluster newsletter list, rude, and or a very small social media following. And I'll tell you guys, I'm the first to admit I have a very small social media following and I make a really good living. So if you ever wanted proof, I got proof for you. Okay. You don't need the huge. That's just what we think we need. Oh my God, what a cool card. Okay, let me see if I can get my face in focus while I do this. Let's see, you ready? Let's see if I can do it. Come on, baby, focus on it. Focus on it. Come on, I'll be your best friend. Oh, geez, how rude. Oh, there it goes. I had it. Come on. I'm sorry, guys. Technical. Come on, baby. Focus for me. One more time, please. It's focusing on the tree. That's why. I'll be right back. Don't be alarmed. I'll be back. Let's see here. Come on, honey, focus. Focus. There we go. Change in direction. Can you guys read that? I hope you can. And I hope it focuses on my face now. I did it. Hooray. You're welcome. It's the small things that make us happy. All right. So change in direction. Did it lose me? Nope, I'm back. Okay. Change in direction. The changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness. Oh, I got some people in mind for that. For your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and guidance. You are protected now and in the future, so follow your path to be happy, and the outcomes you desire will appear. Hello. Hi. Good morning, Alex. Good morning, Megan. I know. Aren't you so proud of me, Megan? You guys, Megan's our video editor. She's like, damn it, Sarah, get it together. Get it together, woman. I learned how to focus the camera. You're welcome. I know. It's so cool. All right, you guys. So seriously, welcome to June. I'm really excited about today's topic because, as you guys know, I remind you of this every month, but I'm going to remind you anyway. I always ask questions of my newsletter list. I'll literally say, what do you want me to teach you? Like, what's one thing I could teach you? And this one comes up a bit. Like, Sarah, I don't have 1 million followers. Who does, by the way? Very few people. I don't have a huge newsletter list. I feel you on that one, sister. How do I make money? And I'm like, well, you got to sell stuff. I know. I know that's groundbreaking. I can talk. Don't be alarmed. I know that's groundbreaking for so many of us, right? It's like, you got to sell stuff. Okay, so I'm going to give you a challenge. I gave my monthly students a challenge for June. I have given the sales mastermind students a challenge for June. And you YouTube peoples, all you peoples who come in here for coffee with coach, are getting a June challenge too. I know, but I'm a coach, so dang it, just deal with it. So the other thing I want to tell you guys is there's a great article in the New York Times. If you would like to watch it, made me laugh as I pulled an angel card this morning. My father sent it to me. It's an opinion article that came out this weekend, and it is called something like 400 years ago, they would have been called witches. Today, they can be your coach. You heard it here first. And then the other funny thing I'll tell you while you're all coming on, I know, Fun Notes by Sarah Walton. So, Top Gun came out last weekend. I haven't seen it yet. Don't tell me anything. Be quiet. I just know it's really fun. I really don't care, to be totally straight. Like, I'll go see it eventually, but all of my girlfriends went to see it, and we gave each other nicknames. And it took 2 seconds. It was, hey, Karen. It was really hard for people to figure out their own nicknames. No, mine was 2 seconds. They came up with it, and they called me Coach. I'm like, really? That's it? That's what I get? I get a sitcom from the 80s? Coach. It's like, all right, fine. It's cool. I'll go with Coach because dang it, that's what I am, which means you're getting a June challenge. All right, beautiful people. Here's the deal. I have done this with you before, but I want you to do it with me right now. Okay. As you guys know, Coffee with Coach is not a spectator sport. So pull out your pen, pull out your notepad, knock it off. I don't care what you're doing. This will take 2 seconds. Do you want to make money? I mean, do you want to have a living doing what you love? Okay, just give me 30 seconds right now. Money, good, right? Taking care of your family, good. Paying for insulin, annoying, but good, right? There's so much we got to do with the monies. Okay, so just give me 30 seconds. I want you to calculate right now. Tell me right now, how much do you want to make this year? You got 6 months, well, 7, because June isn't over yet. You got 7 months left in this year. How much money do you want to make through these last 7 months? You don't have to tell us. If you want to share, share. That's fantastic. If not, just write it down. See these magical things, right? Yeah, I got a pencil too. If you have children, grab a crayon. I don't care. Write the number down in real life. Real life. For those of you that have just downloaded the Freedom Calculator, what did I teach you? You need a number or your brain runs around in circles. Yeah. Okay. Let's go, people. Let's go. The game is on. Write it down. Now, my lipstick just fell over. Don't be alarmed. Okay. So yeah, I keep lipstick here. I try to look pretty for you guys. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So you write that number down. And now I want you to look at that honestly. And please, dear God, tell me you have a package or packages or something you're selling. This is not wishful thinking. This is not fingers crossed. Oh, dear God, I hope I have something by the end of the year. No, I want you to think about it. Think about it. How many people do you need to work with to get to that number? You guys can write that down if you're so inclined, beautiful people. You can write that down. How many people do you need to work with this year to make that number? It's math. And I'll be honest with you, for most people, it's 20 people. For some, I'm looking at mine right now. Hold please, because I have to count. 40 people. 40. This many. Okay. 40 people. How many of you know 40 people right now? You see what I'm saying? Did you need social media for that to know 40 people? Sure as hell hope not. If so, get out of your damn house and go say hi to people, please. She said with love. Yeah, seriously, like 40 people. And that's me like hitting the biggest goal we've ever had here in the business. 40. Now that's 40 a quarter, but it's still 40. See what I'm saying? Okay. So you got to figure that out. So for me, over the course of a year, 120 people over the course of a year. You guys, are you going to tell? And that's me being super frisky, ambitious. Most people is 20, 30. 20 to 30 human beings that you need to have regularly participating in your business or buying larger 6-month packages, right? For most people, or buying a big project from you if you are a consultant, right? That's what you're looking at, people. And if you have smaller products, right, which I've done too, you're looking at maybe 1,000 people, right? Depending on how much you want to make. Guys, that's not a million. That's not a million count following that you need to do that. And it's not even 1,000 people on your newsletter list either. Okay. Now we always want to be growing those things? Abso-frickin-lutely. And do you know how you do that? You add value to other people's lives. I know, ground breaking stuff here, you guys. And you might be thinking, oh, I know that. Do you though? Do you really? I mean, I love you. But do you? Are you doing it every day? Oh, are you hearing the whisperings of a challenge? I think you might be. But hold on to your hats and glasses because we're not there yet. How do you add value on social media and through your newsletter? Well, you sure as hell can't do it by pounding, look at me. I'm so special. I'm so great. Look at me. One more time. Look at me. Hey, I have crap. Do you want to buy it? Not going to work. I'm so sorry. Wouldn't it be great if you were like, it's the me show. I just can talk about me and some more and me, buy my thing. Nobody gives a rat's behind. Okay. So nobody cares about that. In order to add value, you need to know what people want to learn from you. Or you need to know the value you add when someone purchases your products. So you're talking candles, you're talking lotion, you're talking rugs, you're talking artwork, you're talking some of the soft skill teaching that we have going on right now, leadership, influence, role modeling that we need so desperately out there in the world. It is so vacant, right? So all of those skills, if you help heal somebody, if you help provide insight, that is so freaking valuable. I mean, I can't even express to you how valuable that is. And instead of focusing on that, So many people focus on it's the me show. I'm so excited. I'm selling you something. I do it too. It's the worst. I'm so excited. They're like, go F yourself. I don't care that you're excited. What's in it for me? Right. And this is when I should be wearing red today, shouldn't I? I can feel it, right? This is a red shirt conversation. My bad. But I have red slippers on. Maybe that counts. But it's like this idea that you guys, if you're going to add value, you add value and you leave. Okay. You don't add value and then pull something back in return. Oh, I'm going to give you this, but you got to come work with me. Like, that's so 1990s. Like, are we done with that? Like, well, if you pay me $9 million, I'll finish that sentence. Right? It's like so creepy. Like, don't be that person. And the good news is for those of us who really work in servicing, right? Like those of us who offer service, right? We teach, we train, we lead. There's so many of us right now I know that are out there really working because the void is so big. I really feel like every other person could be teaching this and we still might have too big of a void. I mean, there is no leadership out there. Are you guys feeling that? Like, am I crazy or are we feeling this? No leadership, right? No relatability. Everybody's in their little tribes and screaming at everybody else, right? There's no there's no common humanity, right? That leading with that and role modeling that is so needed right now. So if you're going to go out there and do that, what I always say is you can teach and you can lead, and don't worry, no one's going to do it. You're like, Sarah, that's so depressing. And I'm like, I know, I don't mean it that way. It is a little bit though. I know. But here's the thing, they're not going to do it until they hire you. So you don't need to worry about it. You don't be like, oh my God, I'm giving everything away. You've probably heard me say something like that before, but what did you do with that? Probably nothing, which is why I'm saying it again, my people, right? Like you got to really invest in your own advancement, or it's a nice thought you heard one time. It's a nice meme you read one time. Like I love those carousel things, right? Where you can like on Instagram, I feel like I learned so much. And you know what happens? Even me, I know this. I teach this. 10 minutes later, what am I doing? I'm worried about dinner. I'm worried about, oh my gosh, does what's her face have her dance shoes? Does what's his face have his soccer cleats? Like I'm running around living my life. And it's not until I invest that I'm like, I'm in. What are we doing? And I set time aside and I meet with my coach once a week, right? And I can't wait for her notes on what I'm doing. And I'm really invested literally in her responses and what she says to me, right? Do you understand that? It's the exact same thing, you guys. So I don't care if you're a consultant. I don't care if you are actually selling physical goods. If you're teaching about those physical goods, right? People are going to forget that until they actually buy what you've sold and they start to see results. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So don't be afraid to add value, add value, add value. And yes, should you be aiming to grow your newsletter list and your social media following? Yeah, probably. Does it need to be your sole focus every single day? Not your sole focus. No, but a focus, right? Oh, that challenge is just lurking around there, isn't it? You feel it? I feel it. I feel it. Okay. So here's the deal, guys. I said this a lot during 2020. And it's gross out there right now. I feel like, am I the only one? You guys, can you just drop me a comment if you're feeling like it's gross out there right now? Ilea says, one of my clients stopped doing clickbaity gimmicky and tried call to actions instead and started teaching and giving help from the heart. And her organics conversations went through the roof. Yeah. Do you see that? And here's the thing that's so valuable about what Ilea just shared, you guys, is that, and this is what I was getting to, but that conversation, you have no idea who's watching that. You just don't. And it can be seen by hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. And how many people do you need to work with this year to be lucrative, to be really profitable, to feel like you're making a great living? If you're providing content like that out there, people will want to work with you. If you're not, and you're doing the look at me show, not so much, right? Just not so much. So that's really important that you guys get that. And it's the adding value that Ilea just shared about that matters, because what's going on out there is nasty. If you guys, I mean, am I crazy or does it feel like it's getting worse? Okay, I'll just wait. No, I won't just wait. I never just wait for anything. But let me know what you guys think if you're feeling that, because I'm really feeling it. And my trainer this morning said the most interesting thing. He said, I just feel like everybody's got their little people and they don't want to listen to anybody else. I was like, yeah, that's really a problem. It's really a problem because great leaders, people who are out there changing things, they listen. You guys, that's why I send those emails where I ask you guys what I can teach you. Because I've only got my perspective, as a white woman on the East Coast. I've only got that perspective. I don't know every single thing that's going on with you guys, but I do know how to teach you about it if you tell me what you need. That I can do. So that's the focus, right? I don't Coffee with Coach is free, you guys. It's free. It's here because I want to add value to your lives. I want you to go make money. That matters to me. And you guys know that. And I'm very clear. There will be hundreds of people who watch this video and never work with me. And I'm cool with that. I'm totally fine with that. I just hope they listen to what I say and actually use it. Right? Because I know most people won't. And it's so you special ones, there are a couple of you who are super amazing. And you take what I say and you freaking apply it. And that is awesome. And I applaud you for that. And most people won't. Most people won't. They'll be like, oh, that's Sarah girl with the big hair and the green eyes. I don't know. She's weird. She uses her hands a lot. And then they leave, right? And that's fine. But they'll remember it, right? What does it go back to? This is the part I was going to say when Leah added her awesome comment here, is that the old thing I said a lot during 2020, I say old because it feels old now, but it's that idea of how do you want people to feel when you leave the room? How do you want people to feel when they see your posts? Because it's so ugly out there, you have a massive opportunity to be a shining light. I think in a way that we've never seen before, because I don't think it's ever been this nasty. It's nasty, right? And it's that race. Remember I tell you guys when you're fighting, I don't know if you remember this. I love this truth so much. When you are fighting with a loved one, or even if you're fighting in business, right? There are people who, no, you did me wrong. Da-da-da. Do you know what fighting is? It's a race to who's the biggest victim. It's a race to victimhood. It's a race to, no, you did this to me and I hurt more than you can imagine. It's like, I'm sorry, are we racing to see who's the biggest victim? Is that what we're doing now? Because that's what I'm seeing out there. Is that what? Try growing a business like that. My clients are the worst. They never pay me on time and I just, good luck. Or, oh my gosh, you guys, you know what? I don't think I'm being clear enough. We need to work into the contract to really understand how we can work with our clients to make sure they're comfortable. How do we help people more? How can we make sure this message gets out in a way that's congruent with the clients we're attracting? Do you see the difference in that conversation? And it goes all the way out there to the tough stuff. We know we got a lot of tough stuff going on for women in the United States right now, right? And I hope you guys listened to my podcast episode about Roe v. Wade. I've had a lot of I want to say compliments. That was not the right word. Comments is the right word. But a lot of people on both sides have written it. I have never had a response to a podcast episode like that one, but they've even said that is the first time I've felt comfortable in that conversation on both sides. Why? Because I'm not going to race to victimhood with you guys. I'm not doing that. What I am going to say is, how much do you trust other women? Oh, that's a different conversation. And I want to invite you guys to be like that on social media. Thank you, Michelle. I love you, boo. Okay. It's time to be the shining light. You guys, it's a pile of shit out there. It's garbage. It's a race to victimhood. It's a race to poverty. It's a race to scarcity. And you have an incredible opportunity amongst the 20, 30, 120 people you need to work with this year to be a shining light. You have an opportunity to talk about what's possible. How beautiful can you possibly be? You have an opportunity to do that right now in a way we've never had before. So I'm going to challenge you this June and say, are you going to whine and complain that your list isn't big enough? I don't have enough people follow me on social media. Like, is that your worth? Are you effing kidding me? Your worth is immeasurable. You're a you're a human being. We can't put a value on that. Put your shoulders back, lift up your freaking chin, and get to work. Gosh dang it, I need to be wearing a red shirt. I messed up today. I'm so sick. Can we color it later, Megan? Can you put red? I'm just kidding. All right. So, Poppy, thank you for being an example. You're very kind, Megan. And it is my absolute pleasure. Somebody's got to start to talk about this. And I want all of you to talk about it. I'm one person, right? But combined, how many people do we all have on social media? Combined, how many people are on your newsletter list? You guys, I can't do this by myself. We need some serious kick-ass women at work right now. All of us. And that means we stop racing also to the societal norms that have been placed upon us, or you know what I mean? You don't have to buy into that. You can see it and we have to acknowledge it, but that's very different from being a victim of it. Okay? So it's time to really, like I said, throw your shoulders back, lift your chin. Let's get to work. Yeah. So here's what I want you to do in June. Yes, ma'am. I love when you guys, yes, ma'am. Ma'am, yes, ma'am. All right. So here's my challenge for you in June. Every single day. Oh my God. Lucky you, it's the 6th, right? You got out of 5 days and there's only 30 days in this month. So just put on your big girl pants and hang with me. All right. Every single day, I want you to tell someone what you do. I don't care if it's in person. I don't care if you get a speaking engagement. I don't care if you comment on somebody else's thing and you talk about how great you are at what you do and how much of a difference you want to make for other people and why what you sell is the best. Every single day, because we need to start normalizing women kicking ass in business. We need to start normalizing. Yeah, I'm really good at that. Yeah, no, that's what I love to do. Yeah, actually, last week I helped 3 people get over that. Start owning who you are. There was, yeah, you know what? I'm going to share this. This is not mine. I actually shared this with the sales mastermind people this morning. I'm going to share it here as well because it's not mine. It's you guys know I love the Daily Calm, that app, the Daily Calm. And my favorite thing about it, I joined it because Jay Shetty started doing the Daily J, and it's a 7-minute lesson he teaches every morning. And this one was in, I think I found it in my favorites a couple days ago, and it reminded me of it, and I'm so glad I did. And it's about a ruby. God, I should be wearing a red shirt. But here's the deal. So this is a story. Again, it was the Daily J. I want to say it was March 1st, end of February, something like that. It's so good. So I just want you to listen to this story really quickly. I just want you to apply it and stop hiding in your business and stop pretending you're not really good at what you do and stop hiding from your own growth. Yeah, it can be scary sometimes to make more money. It can be freaking annoying to have to pay more taxes on the money you make. It can be really scary to start to hire employees. It can feel nerve-wracking to know people are going to critique you. I can't wait for someone to come on and top. What are they going to talk about with me? I always do this because we all have our insecurities. Yeah. But someone can come on and be like, what's up with that painting behind your head? Right. You guys, it's going to happen. Like, whatever. Are you making the difference you're here to make? This story might help with that. Okay. So it goes like this. Daily J, end of February. Thank you, Jay Shetty. So the story is this: a little boy comes running over to his dad. He's like, Dad, what am I worth? Hello. How many times you ask yourself that every day? It's a crazy. When you hear it in the story, you're like, what? A kid's worried about what he's worth? Look at our conversation out there in the world today. Of course, kids are worried about this, right? So he comes up to his dad. Dad, what am I worth? The dad says, hold, please. Runs into his bedroom, pulls out a ruby he has. Just pretend I'm wearing red. Ruby, right? And he hands it to his son. He said, here's what I want you to do with this ruby. I want you to go to the baker, and then I want you to go to the curator of the local museum, and then I want you to go to the jeweler. And every time I want you to tell those people you're selling the ruby. And when they ask you how much, just hold up 2 fingers. Okay. So the little kid takes the ruby. He goes over to the baker, right, at the local market. He goes to the baker. He says, I'm selling this ruby. The baker says, how much? The kid holds up 2 fingers and the baker goes, oh my God, $2? I'll take it. So the kid then takes the ruby. He goes to the local curator. He says, I'm selling this ruby. The curator says, how much? He holds up 2 fingers. The curator says, $2,000. Oh my gosh, I'll take it. He takes it to the jeweler, says, I'm selling this ruby. The jeweler says, how much? The kid holds up 2 fingers. The jeweler says, oh my God, $200,000. I'll take it. The kid runs back to his dad and goes, what is this worth? Right? And he says, it's your ruby. You decide what it's worth. And know that everybody out there is going to have an opinion about it. But you get to decide what it's worth. And worrying about the size of your list, worrying about how many followers you have, that's waiting to hear what other people are going to say. And one other thing I want you to think about all through the month of June is, who are your bakers? Who are the people in your life or in your following? Because there's a block button, right, that don't see your worth. Who are your bakers? Where are they? And can you start to hang out with jewelers if you choose to, right? Because maybe it's actually worth 2 million. I got to tell you guys, this is where when I talk about how money flows to where the perceived value is highest, how you perceive yourself matters. And if you poo poo what you do, oh my God, that rhymes. If you poo poo what you do, I'm going to have to make a song out of that. No one's going to pay you. Money flows to where the perceived value is highest. So if you're talking about what you do, like, I don't know, I do this cute little thing where I just make candles and they're okay. And it only cost me, $5 to make each one. So I only charge $5.50. Oh dear God. Do you know how many times I've actually heard that? Or, and you guys know who you are because I've kicked your ass. I have students or clients who have said, but I can't charge that much. And maybe that's true, maybe it's not. Listen, there will always be people who cannot afford to work with you. And then it's your choice what you do about that, right? I do Coffee with Coach. I have my newsletters. I have the entire YouTube channel. I have my podcast. I do workshops all the time where I don't charge. Why do I do that? Because I'm fully aware not everybody can afford to work with me. I got that. And I'm still going to add value. Are they going to be as effective? Probably not. And we know why, right? Just watch your own behavior. Do you value what you get for free as much as what you pay for? No, we know that. But I'm going to do it anyway because it might change somebody's day to day. It might have that person ask for more money. Might have one more person take on the challenge and let 3 people know today what they do and how good they are at it. I win. You win. We all win when women start doing that. So I'm going to do that for free. That will happen. However, when somebody sees the value in what you are giving to the world, they will find the money. And I talk about this often, but I'm going to say it one more time. If your water heater broke today, you would find the money to fix it. You can't tell me you wouldn't because you would. You would call neighbors, friends, aunts, uncles, your left kidney, whatever. You'd figure it out. Why? Because it's that important to you. And so your job when you're selling is to understand that what you have to offer is just that important to somebody. I went to the mall this weekend. I'm looking here because I have like freckles that are starting to come because I'm 345 years old, right? And I went to the mall this weekend to get a new foundation. I think it looks pretty good. What do you guys think? Anyway, so I went and I'm in there. I'm having a blast. And I was so willing. It smells really good too. Anyway, so I was willing to pay more than I normally would have because it was really important to me. It was really important to me that I show up looking my best. Now, you guys know not all the time. I show up with no makeup sometimes too, but I really felt like I wanted to do that. That was really important to me. So I paid more than I normally would because it was important to me in that moment. 3 months from now, who knows? Something else will be more important to me, right? That's what happens. But your job when you're selling, when you're sharing what you do, and that's all that selling is, you guys. You're sharing what you have to offer the world. You don't happen again, right? There's only you. And like, I really wish that didn't get thrown around on memes. You're so special. You're only you. Because it's so profound. And we toss it around like it's no big deal. Because you're so good at what you do, you don't recognize how good you are at it. Because it's yours. It's your talent. It's your gift. And you just show up and freaking do it. And then you're like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. And other people are looking at you going, holy shit, how does she do that? How does she do that? Every time she does that. How does she do that? Someone's looking at you and thinking that. But you don't recognize it because you're in your own stuff, right? You're in your day to day, you're walking the path, you're just doing your thing, and you don't recognize how profound it is that you do what you do the way you do it. And then we add in your specific experiences, which probably add passion and desire and compassion and force behind what you do, right? Somebody who supports rape victims, who's been raped, there's a whole other energy there from that person, right? Because there's a level of depth and understanding and compassion that can't exist for anybody else. And you have that in what you do too. You have your passion. You have that time. Let's say you're a makeup artist, like that amazing woman who helped me this weekend. If you're there, hi, I love you. Right? Amazing. Right? That person, she just does that every single day, no big deal. And other people, she does that, you guys, I found out later because she had really bad acne. Do you know how much more I listened to what she had to say about covering things up? Like, these things matter. She had a passion behind it. I didn't have. I've always been really lucky. I've had great skin. I barely wash my face. I know, don't get mad, right? I've been super lucky. And now that I'm 395 years old, I gotta be a little bit more careful. So I'm entering this world. Who do you think I'm going to go to? The person who's had their ass handed to them a couple times, right? Because they know. They get it. That's you. That's you. You show up with your talents, your experience, and then I would bet you've been at what you're doing for a while, and that is your secret sauce of expertise. And if you talk about what you do by hiding, oh, I don't have a big enough list. I don't have enough followers. I'm never going to make money. I'm just going to look at you and go, are you out of your gosh dang mind? Are you crazy? There's no other you. Stop acting like it's some like commodity that you do. It's not, because you're doing it. And there is no other you. So your challenge, because I went over like I do, your challenge for June, every single day, tell someone what you do and do it with pride and do it with passion and do not undercharge. She said with love. All right, you guys, I love you to bits. Have an amazing June. I will see you back here the first Monday of July. Go kick some assets. Bye, guys.